Take a look at this man. Take a look at another picture of him. Another one. This one. This one. This one. That is Josh Kroenke, the son of the owner of Arsenal. What the years. During Arsenal's time, there was a time his dad was called the Silent Stan because people questioned their commitment towards Arsenal. People questioned if they were truly interested in the progress, in the success of the club, or the club was just another crypto platform or an ATM for them to just come milk dry the profits after tax and after expenses. The net profits to share it. Obviously, at some point in time, they became the owners. So people were questioning their loyalty for the club. But in the past few years, they've been showing some sign of commitment. And in fact, they've gone over the top to increase that stakes since the arrival of Mikel Arteta. And we must say that they've done well. And kudos to them for what they've done. They've been able to bring us back to winning ways as a club. They've been able to, make us have that bragging right. And we can no longer sit back and say today, we can't compete. You can imagine this day and time, Arsenal is being linked to Julian Alvarez, very expensive. He commands up to 100 million in transfer fee. Morgan Rogers, I learned that the first expression was 80 million, and Villa said that it doesn't match valuation, so you can imagine that. And for what it seems, Arsenal will have to up the stakes for Morgan Rogers. So, and one thing again that caught the eye is the fact that Gary Neville and I think Paul Scholes collaborated to that. Declan Rice is a Man United kind of player that they were surprised he came to Arsenal. They were surprised United didn't chase him. That those are the kind of players during their time, during Fergie's time, that Fergie will chase him down and get that kind of player. So you can see that Arsenal has risen to that position where they can compete with any team in the world for any player. And we must give kudos, first of all, to Arsene Wenger, who did the dirty job. And we also must give kudos to the Kroenkes, who also structured this club to be run properly. And at the end of the day, you can see the success from the backgrounds reflecting the outside, and we must be thankful to them for doing the needful and putting us back to winning ways. So, dear Arsenal fans, we may have lost the Champions League. Bookmark this video. In the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to win the Champions League in grand style. We painted London. They can see that despite the fact that we are the most trolled team in the world, yet we have the largest fan base. Like, I can beat my chest. No fan base in the world has ever produced 1.5 million people on the streets of Islington, not even London. Islington is just one single council in London, North London. We produced 1.5 million people. I think a couple of streets in Islington, to talk of the ones we saw in Kenya, the ones we saw in India, the ones we saw in the United States, the ones we saw on the streets of Lagos. It's just too much, and you have to give it to Arsenal. So, dear Arsenal fans, no matter what, if the likes of John Obi, the likes of Gabriel Abualaho, and his co-travelers, surely, don't worry. They all have something in common. Mikel wished he played for Arsenal because he grew up supporting Arsenal, and I can beat my chest and say that he wished he played for Arsenal. Mikel, I'm sure if it was Arsenal against Chelsea in that situation where he found himself, he would go for Arsenal. I can guarantee you that 110%. Gabriel Bolaho wished he played for Arsenal. I don't think when he was playing at that level, he wished he played for Arsenal because Arsenal was miles ahead of Aston Villa when he was a professional player. It doesn't matter what you say. Football is what it is. And we have to be thankful that it has come and gone. We had a very successful season. Don't let anybody wish that away from you. Thank you.